The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set. 19. Tight right. 4 down. 24.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 56.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Hey, we got to snap it. Check the backer. Shoot. 59. Shift. Check. Hey, 59. Hot. Check.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready.
Back to throw, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check nickel. Go. I got him. Back smart. I got him. Kill.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Touchdown, Ravens. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right? 59! Hey, let's get some penetration here. 9, I'm go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert, alert. 56, the Mike.
Watson now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Check 9, check 9. Whip, whip. 55. Watch the whip. 54. 15, check 50. Hey, watch it.
This is Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Ravens
Good
take
work,
over
boys. Let's
first
go.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And now we won't see a play on. First down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's coming, double up. Mike 56, Mike 56. Bandit, bandit.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 67 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On second and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On second and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 25. Check 25.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 3 bugs. You go tight. You got tight.
Now on second and 13. Jackson buying time to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Callaway. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Wide motion. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. 1st down, and it's Hill again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here we go. Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Left. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. SOS.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson now. Underneath here to Hill. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Single receiver. Switch. Watch twist. Check 20.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
40
line.
seconds. 19. Hey, watch the ball. Under 10. 10. Watch out. 24. 26. 48 Mike.
On 1st down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Watson on target here to Fuller. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Motion.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 70 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Here's Jackson to throw, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Motion, motion, motion. Check, check, go back, go back. We got motion, we got motion. Back up, back up. Motion, motion, I got one.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, here's Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
36.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Watson underneath for Miller. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson on third down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Jim. Tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Come across. Watch the backer.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the post?
Let's go.
At their own 41-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore.